Hi, this is Kara's Cancer Corner, and I am Kara. Well, today what we're going to be talking about are the side effects of cancer and chemotherapy. And to just get started, I am on Taxotere, Herceptin, and Carboplatin. I am on a 6-cycle treatment plan. So I have those 3 chemo drugs administered every 3 weeks. And for my personal treatment plan, we'll talk about kind of the side effects that I've had and things that I've done to kind of help those side effects. Now, disclaimer, 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 I am not a doctor. Again, I am just a woman who's going through chemotherapy, and hopefully some of the things and remedies that I've found will help one of you or a couple of people so that you don't suffer as much as I did kind of in the beginning stages of my chemotherapy. So just side effects. So what happens with your chemotherapy is that you start with your first chemotherapy, and each one progressively the side effects get a little worse. So, but you know what was funny for me is my first chemotherapy treatment was mentally the worst one because I didn't know what to expect. And that was probably the hardest part. So when you begin and you go to chemotherapy, the one thing that you want to do is just relax and take water with you. You want to drink, as much water as you can, because my first chemotherapy session, I started getting like mouth sores immediately. I was getting mouth sores by day 1. So I count my chemotherapy as day 0, and the day after is my day 1. So when I'm talking about the days, that should kind of start to make sense. So just to go through, my first cycle, I had mouth sores, I had kind of body aches, and I had really bad constipation. So they tell you your doctors tell you to start taking a stool softener, and you start taking it the day before you start taking your chemotherapy, or you get your chemotherapy drugs. The stool softeners didn't work for me, and the stool softeners made everything worse, because what happens, and what my oncologist told me, was that I was taking the stool softener every day, and I was taking it as prescribed because it's just over the counter. But towards day 4, I still hadn't had like a real bowel movement. So my day 5, it's when the bowel broke, like the movie. And I had terrible cramping. I'd start getting chills. I would have, when I would go, I would have diarrhea, to the point where it was really hard for me to kind of keep conscious, because I would feel really faint. Now I know it's because I was so dehydrated and I was losing so many fluids, the volume of fluids is that it was just hard for my body to keep up. So what I would say is, as you're getting started with your chemotherapy, keep up on your fluids. You don't just have to drink water. You can drink water, you can drink soup, Gatorade, juices, just anything that's going to help you to keep your fluid levels up. The one thing I would say is stay away from caffeine, because caffeine is dehydrating, and your doctors are going to tell you all of that. And always talk to your oncologist to make sure that the things that I'm doing to help myself are good for you and for you to do also. So I think this is part 1, and I think that is kind of enough, because I will go on and on and on, and this video will be 20 minutes. But those are some of the things that I have done to help with my side effects and with the side effects of chemotherapy and cancer. I hope that this has been helpful. Please, if you have any questions, as soon as I see them, I try and respond. Thank you for all of the love and support. This is therapy for me as well, it makes me feel really good to do it. So until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and please, please keep tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my Hidden Treasure channel. To learn more about my journey, check out my Cancer Corner videos, or you can watch a previous video by clicking on the one playing on the screen.